Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, and we're gonna go with the daily technical video a day. It's around 11:58 p.m. New York time. Guys, what a week and what a date. We were this week. We haven't sent any trade. We've been waiting all week for the dollar to define which one is gonna be the next move. Well, it looks like we got some answers today. It looks like we got some answers today, and where we are right now is very simple. If you take a look from the high on the dollar, today's setup is the strongest one only compared to this one in power. So the same continuation that we got right here, we should get it right here before the move end. So according to our count, we should be in still within the wave 3, and we should get another low, another high, and another low minimum before we gonna get any significant bounce within the dollar. Now let me point something out to you guys. And this is key right here. You see this area right here, guys? That's key. Why? In Elliottwave, wave 2 cannot be a triangle. So, which is telling me that the decline is going to unfold in 3 ways possible and ABC. So, we need to wait to see if this is the triangle that we're calling 1, 2, end here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a triangle truss. We need to wait and see if this is a truss of the triangle or this is a nest. It looks like it is a triangle. So with that in mind, you need to move and see, let's say on the 8 hour, you need to see on the 8 hour the possible target, and then you need to look at it from the top, from the bottom to the bottom of the triangle and to the high, and 73.98, 74.10. It should be that should be the logical target from the US dollar. So onto the market reach around that area, you guys should be selling the dollar, because this is a wave 3. I got no question in my mind that that's a wave 3, and then from there we're gonna be able to see how a weakness on the dollar. Now remember, the biggest momentum just happens today. The biggest momentum of the selling, the wave 3 of 3, happens today. So that doesn't matter. There is 200, 300 picks to be made right there anyway. So that's for the dollar. Now the weekly and the long time frame, the weekly and the daily counts, don't worry about now, guys. Like we say today, just worry about this. Worry about trying to ride the dollar weakness right here. The other time frames, very complicated, do not make sense. Worry about it right now. Now all we know is that the dollar should get weak for, let's say, another week before something in a higher degree in a recovery can happen. All right? So technically speaking, that's what we see for the dollar. Let's take a look now at oil. Look, guys, oil right here, oil it looks like it's looking for 97.40, and that's, we're talking about $3 or $4 in oil. That should be enough to move the risk trade higher. That's when equals are going to happen in oil. Now, let's move on to the individual pairs now. On the individual pairs, we're going to start with and this is amazing. We're going to start with the clear structure in the market. The clear structure in the market is nothing more than cable in the dailies on the weekly. Where we were right here, we say that we knew that the risk trade is going to go higher because of cable. Now, as far as this trend line hold, we believe that the dollar still is set to get strong. So keep that in mind. Cable is in a proposal E way of a triangle, and around 162.20, 164.61 should find a top. So still we believe that got more upside, but keep in mind this is the clear structure in the market, and consequently this is the one that is going to tell us that the dollar either is going to make the move or the dollar is here to get weak. Keep that in mind, as simple as that. The trend line is the key right here. Now, going back to the euro, this is the same with the dollar. What you got is the B way, you got the B way in a proposal triangle, and it's trusting at it. It looks like that technical count yesterday was the principal. You got 1, 2. This is the biggest strength that we have seen in the euro. Same here, only compared to this one. So ideally, the euro is going to go for equal legs, which come at 44.27 area. So there is almost 300 picks. We're going to be buying the euro. They already said, hopefully get filled. Almost got filled about 10 minutes ago. Let's see if it tests the proposal area. In the short time frame on the euro, like a 1 hour, this is what we got. We can see it two ways. Either it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we are in the 3, 4. It's a next to the upside right there. Or we can see it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1, this is 2, this is 1, 2, and another leg. Let me point you guys out this, that the high today is the 2618 from here, and we should get the next move higher, should move to, I would say, around 143.50 is when the limit is. That's for the euro. Higher, we like the euro higher before any significant top in place. Now, around the market, you want to see it all. Yesterday we say that the Singapore dollar was possible breaking higher right here, like when we saw this in a double zigzag, where it denied the high, and now it looks like the euro is a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 and 4, and the Singapore dollar should keep going lower pretty soon with the dollar higher. All right, that's a test right there. Everything is about the same, guys. Doesn't mean I don't have to go over every individual pair. Now, the S&P. S&P, it looks like it did most likely. As of right now, I'm gonna go with an irregular flat. We'll get an irregular wave 2 right there, and then the S&P should find a top, most likely at the equal legs. Unbelievable, but it's gonna come at 1346. It's worth pointing out that the 76.4 comes at 1300, 1304 to be exact, and that's an area S&P loves the 76.4 level. So keep in mind also is around the top right here. This area of the wave 2 is most likely is when we're gonna end most likely this proposal wave 2 on the S&P. Do not discount a new high, and then if that's the case, the weekly is gonna stay the same. The only difference is, where is the S&P here? The only difference is, in case of the new highs, is ABCWS ABCY. But at the end, don't get surprised to see a test of the high on the S&P. The weekly candle is unbelievable. This move is unbelievable. All right? So keep that in mind. So what else? Gold as a planet is being trading higher. And it looks like 1773 is going to find resistance in that area. We see this move very well completed, and selling at 1373 should be a good sell on gold right there. Finally, let me take a look at two pairs. The first one, the euro pound. The euro pound, it broke higher. We were expecting a little bit deeper wave B, but where it looks like the euro pound is gonna go from 89.36 area before turning lower. And also we want to take a look at the dollar yen. The dollar yen, our target for the dollar yen is at 75.20, and we're waiting for that area to become and start buying the dollar against the dollar yen, guys. So that's overall. Let me cover Aussie for a friend of mine that he loves Aussie. Aussie went higher strong, but I want you guys to understand one thing in Aussie. As strong as a move as a move can look, that do not mean that that move is important. I want you guys to keep this in mind with Aussie. All we got in Aussie is 1, 2, 3 legs, a congestion area we can be labeling as a triangle, and then we got 1, 2, 3 legs. Now these two legs, they are equal at a higher level. I think it's a new high, 111. Is correcting here or top around the 618 of the first leg. That can be something be telling there. But this first move looks to be a 3, and the only alternative is 1, 2, 3, 4, and an extended 5. But look at the RSI. The RSI is still showing divergency, believe it or not, 75.31. No, it's not divergency anymore. So this move is in 3-way, and a double zigzag can be in place, guys. Believe me, in Aussie. So don't get too excited because the move is vertical. I seen it. You want to see a proof of that? I can show you guys right now, so you guys understand what it means. Because I know retail traders, we tend to follow the motions of the move, and that's a mistake. Let me see. Look, this is the euro as vertical as you can get, and guess what? It was reversed. This is the euro as vertical as you can get, and it was reversed. So that's just a message right there. Keep in mind, what I see in Aussie is very vertical, but it got more the structure of a correcting move than an impulsor, or Aussie is nesting. That's why we are presenting both scenario when you see the count in Aussie. All right, guys? So hope you understand, hope you enjoy the video, and get back to you guys tomorrow.